It been on the whole time?
These are 15 times streamers completely forgot they were broadcasting live to thousands of viewers, and the results were absolutely wild.
Am I live on YouTube? Dude, that's freaky. You guys don't understand. I just updated my streaming PC and shut down. And it was streaming.
From career-ending exposures to hilarious accidental face reveals. These moments prove that going live can turn into a nightmare in seconds.
I literally didn't mean to click start streaming.
Picture this. You're a massive content creator with millions of followers, carefully crafting your online persona, maintaining your image, keeping certain parts of your life private. Then boom, one technical glitch, one moment of forgetfulness, and suddenly thousands of strangers are witnessing your most vulnerable, unfiltered moments. That's exactly what happened to these streamers, and some of these incidents are so cringe they'll make you physically uncomfortable. Let's start with the king of accidental streams himself, Ninja. Now, Ninja's had not one, but two major oops, I'm live moments, and both are legendary for completely different reasons. The first one happened during what was clearly not his finest hour. Picture Ninja, one of the biggest names in gaming, accidentally going live while absolutely destroyed from the night before. We're talking 15 minutes of pure, unfiltered hangover content that nobody asked for. He's just sitting there staring at his screen with what viewers described as very red and dead eyes. Looking like he'd been hit by a truck. Meanwhile, his chat is going absolutely insane, frantically trying to tell him he's broadcasting to thousands of people. You can imagine the messages flooding in. Ninja, you're live. Dude, turn off the stream. Are you okay? But he's so out of it that he doesn't even notice. His fans are genuinely worried, with some saying streaming was literally destroying him. When he finally sobered up and realized what happened, he had to explain to his massive audience that he was extremely hungover and had no idea he'd clicked start streaming.
I literally didn't mean to click start streaming.
Talk about an awkward Monday morning explanation to your boss, except your boss is millions of subscribers. But here's the kicker. Ninja apparently didn't learn his lesson because 5 years later, he did it again. This time, thankfully, he wasn't dealing with a hangover situation. Instead, his computer decided to betray him and just started broadcasting on its own.
You guys don't understand. I just updated my streaming PC and shut down. And somehow my OBS launched and it was streaming.
By the time he realized what was happening, 12,000 viewers had already tuned in to watch. Well, basically nothing. At least this time he could blame technology instead of tequila. Now let's talk about someone whose entire brand was built on mystery. Daily dose of internet. For years, this creator was like the Batman of YouTube. Nobody knew what he looked like, and that anonymity was part of the appeal. His voice became iconic.
Hello everyone, this is your Daily Dose of Internet.
But his face, complete mystery. Well, until 2021 when he made what he called a huge mistake during an Instagram live stream. A picture maintaining this air of mystery for years, carefully never showing your face, building this entire persona around being the anonymous voice of the internet. Then one day, you're doing a casual Instagram live with less than 1,000 viewers, thinking it's no big deal. Suddenly your face is out there and your years of carefully maintained anonymity are gone forever.
Yeah. No, those aren't the questions. How do I get to the questions?
The crazy part is, it happened on such a small stream. If it had been a massive broadcast, you could understand the slip up, but this was relatively intimate, which probably made him feel even safer. Sometimes the smallest moments have the biggest consequences. Dr. Disrespect's incident is pure comedy gold, and it perfectly shows how even the most experienced streamers can get caught off guard. Picture this. You've just finished recording the H3 podcast. You think everything's wrapped up, cameras are off, time to relax and be yourself. So what does the good doctor do? He takes off his iconic wig and those signature black glasses, basically strips away the entire Dr. Disrespect persona while the stream is still rolling. The best part? The other hosts knew they were still live, but Dr. Disrespect had no clue. So there's this moment where thousands of viewers are seeing behind the curtain, witnessing the man behind the character, while he's completely oblivious. The vulnerability of that moment, combined with how iconic his look is, made this an instant classic in streaming fail history. Alexandra Batez's accidental stream is peak secondhand embarrassment content. Chess streamers are usually pretty composed and professional. Chess isn't exactly known for wild, over-the-top content. So when Batez accidentally went live while making what viewers called the cringiest face expressions known to humanity for thumbnails, it was especially painful to watch. Picture her alone in her room, making these exaggerated, ridiculous faces for thumbnail images, thinking she's completely private. She's probably going through dozens of expressions. The shocked face, the confused face, the excited face. All those classic YouTube thumbnail emotions that look so unnatural in real life. Meanwhile, her professional chess audience is watching this entire thumbnail photo shoot unfold live. The contrast between her usual composed, strategic chess content and this moment of pure thumbnail creation was comedy gold, but probably mortifying for her. Asmongold's 25-minute room stream is like a masterclass in how long viewers will stick around, even when absolutely nothing is happening. Picture finishing your stream, thinking you've ended everything properly, then just going about your normal life, while thousands of people watch your empty room like it's the most fascinating content on the platform.
I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully earlier, and hopefully more Diablo 4. All right, boys. Peace. See ya. Thanks for watching.
No, don't, Fap, not like this.
He wandered to his kitchen, prepared food, lit some candles, basically had a nice little evening routine while his audience got an unintentional ASMR experience.
It been on the whole time?
The wild part is that his chat was probably going crazy the entire time, trying to tell him he was still broadcasting, but he couldn't see any of it. If he had decided to take a nap instead of just hanging out in his kitchen, viewers literally could have watched him sleep for 8 hours straight. And here's a detail that makes this even better. There were apparently 5 visible roaches in his room during this whole ordeal, so viewers got dinner and a show, plus some uninvited guests. FaZe Jarvis's incident falls into the category of career-damaging accidents. After streaming for hours from his bed, he completely forgot he was still live and accidentally exposed himself to thousands of viewers. This wasn't just an embarrassing moment. This was the kind of accident that can end careers.
You're fucking live, you idiot! What? Bro, you're on fucking live stream. Bro, you're on fucking live stream, Jarvis. Where?
We can imagine the panic when he realized what happened, the scrambling to control damage, the conversations with lawyers and PR teams. These kinds of accidents highlight how dangerous live streaming can be. iShowSpeed's date stream situation adds another layer of complexity to accidental broadcasts. Acting.
I look young.
You okay?
I was scratching my leg.
Nah,
What did I get last time?
Having personal moments accidentally streamed is one thing, but when other people are involved, like a date or restaurant staff, it becomes even more complicated. Multiple accidental exposure moments happened during what appeared to be a date, with a waitress even approaching their table while the stream was running. Imagine being on a date and not realizing thousands of people are watching your every move, judging your conversation skills, your table manners, how you treat the waitress. Your date probably has no idea they're being broadcast to the internet either. It's like having the world's worst third wheel, except the third wheel is actually thousands of strangers with opinions and screenshot capabilities. But it's not just individual streamers making these mistakes. Even massive celebrities like Snoop Dogg have fallen victim to the forgot to press end stream phenomenon.
Bitch, if I have to, you know why. Am I still streaming? I would hope not.
When you think about it, Snoop Dogg forgetting to end a stream is somehow both surprising and completely predictable. Here's a guy who's been in the entertainment industry for decades, but streaming technology is relatively new, even for veterans. Kai Cenat and other high-profile creators have also been caught in this same trap. It just shows that no matter how experienced you are, how many followers you have, or how long you've been creating content, the technology can still catch you off guard. The end live button seems so simple, but when you're tired, distracted, or just running on autopilot after a long stream, it's apparently easier to miss than you'd think. The psychological aspect of these accidents is fascinating. Streaming requires you to be on for hours at a time, maintaining energy, engaging with chat, performing essentially. So when you think the performance is over, your brain probably switches into off mode immediately. You go from being hyper aware of every word and action to completely relaxed, not realizing the cameras are still rolling and the audience is still watching. What makes these incidents even more interesting is how differently audiences react. Some viewers try to help, spamming chat to alert the streamer they're still live. Others just sit back and enjoy the unfiltered content, treating it like bonus material. And unfortunately, some viewers take advantage of these vulnerable moments, recording everything and sharing it across other platforms. The technical side of these accidents reveals some interesting patterns. Most streaming software requires multiple clicks to actually end a broadcast. Computer glitches, software bugs, user error, and simple forgetfulness can all lead to accidental streams. In Ninja's second incident, his computer literally started broadcasting on its own, which sounds like something out of a tech horror movie.
You guys don't understand. I just updated my streaming PC and shut down. And somehow my OBS launched and it was streaming.
Platform design plays a huge role too. Different platforms have different interfaces, different end stream procedures, different warning systems. What might be intuitive on Twitch could be confusing on Instagram Live or YouTube. As streamers jump between platforms, the muscle memory for ending streams doesn't always transfer perfectly. The career impact of these accidents varies wildly. Some become funny stories that creators laugh about later, part of their streaming lore that fans remember fondly. Others cause serious damage. At least one case led to channel termination, platform bans, and reputation damage. The difference often comes down to what exactly was captured during the accidental broadcast. Content creators live in this weird space where their work and personal lives are constantly blending. Their bedroom might be their office. Their personal relationships become content. Their private thoughts get shared with thousands of strangers. Accidental streams represent the ultimate breakdown of that boundary. Suddenly, the private becomes public without any warning or preparation.